Hi guys, it's Winston with 4-Wheel Boogie Adventure Club. We're going to show you today how to fix GM battery connectors. So if you own a GM or a Buick or a Pontiac, you've got the same cruddy connections, cause all kind of problems, no starts, leave you on the side of the road. So this is my office manager's GMC. It's not a Chevrolet GMC, it's a little bit nicer. He makes good money, so he can afford the GMC. He called me this morning and said, hey, my truck won't start. And I said, well, what do you want me to do about it? He said, well, I want you to fix it, you're a mechanic. And I was like, oh yeah, well get it in the shop. But to give you a little backstory on what's going on with my office manager, I guess it's been a month ago or so. I'm not really into politics, so I can't tell you for sure. But he voted for a libtard for president. I know that. And he told me. And it's bad karma, guys. When you do stuff like that, things like this starts happening. So just be careful what you're doing out there. So here's the factory connector right here. It looks like this. It's got this tiny, measly little thing that you can barely hook a jump box, battery cables. You can't get nothing to that. It strips out all the time. You've got like 2 threads that are actually in the battery. They make horrible, terrible connections. So what we're gonna do, if you look here, we've already fixed this one. You take a 3/8 bolt, about 1 inch long, run a nut all the way down. You can get these at Tractor Supply for pennies. And we're gonna take this rubber boot off, pull this out, cut it down like this, and run that through it and have a brand new connection. So you just want to make a couple cuts in this boot so you can get the old connector out. Now, I know you're wondering, like, what engineer made this measly piece of crap right here? This is a joke. That's laughable. Like, whoever made this, they need to have their tail kicked. We're gonna throw that in the garbage and rip your boot off. Get a little stubborn. Once you get it off, just take some cutters, cut that down, make it a lot easier to get to your connector now. So slide that back on to cover that exposed wire. And once you get her back on, now I've got the ground hooked up, so we got to be careful not to touch anything else here and arc anything out. So technically I should unhook that ground to do this, but you know, if the car burns down, we'll just turn it in on the insurance and get a big check, and he can get a new GMC. So once you get the bolt tight, you got the bolt snugged up there, bottomed out, then you can really get that nut tight, make an excellent connection, and not have to worry about these no starts or having to jiggle your cable or stripping out those old connectors. And then when you need to put a jump box in here, cables, you actually have something you can grab. And you know, if you wanted to, you could put a rubber boot, like a little rubber boot on top of that, just to keep, you know, something from hitting that positive cable. That's a much better design. I would patent this, but it, you know, it's a 3/8 bolt, so I don't think I could get by with patenting that. Just 3/8 bolt, you can get at Tractor Supply. So once again, it's Winston, 4-Wheel Boogie Adventures. Look us up on Facebook.